This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN Network. And joining me right now is Silas Garrison. He is the CEO of HealthSpace Data Systems, publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: HS on the CSE and HDSLF in the US. And HealthSpace will be presenting at our upcoming virtual event, the SNN Network Canada virtual event, happening December 7 through 9, 2021. To register and see HealthSpace's presentation, please go to canada.snn.network. And with that, Silas, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Robert. How are you doing?
Oh, no complaints here. Another day in paradise, So Silas, this is our first time doing an interview together. So can you start us off with a quick overview and history of HealthSpace, and then we'll go from there?
Absolutely. So HealthSpace, we're a SaaS company that focuses exclusively on the governmental market. We have our cloud platform, which is HS Cloud, that really is focused on helping government operate more efficiently. And how does government operate more efficiently, especially at a county, like a local level, state, provincial markets? It's by helping them manage their data more effectively. And so that is really exclusively what we're focused on. Our customers range from health departments we just got into fire departments, but really our background is that we're government focused, we're SaaS, and we're fully cloud-based and focused on helping government operations more efficiently.
So, man, there's so many different rabbit holes to go down there. I mean, talk about just from SaaS running efficiently to now for specifically the government markets. I mean, I guess I want to learn a little more on the history. How did you get into this being the vertical that you're going after?
Yeah, well, it starts on two parallel paths. HealthSpace is a company. I joined it just a few years ago in 2016. So HealthSpace actually acquired my technology that I built at a startup. And then I became the CEO in 2018. And that's when we released our cloud platform. So the history behind all of that is why government, why me, why HealthSpace, and all of that. So I was, a self-taught engineering programmer in high school. And fortunate enough early on in life to find my way at a enterprise software company building software applications for government agencies. And I've been doing that for about 20 years now. And just as paths collided, ended up joining forces with HealthSpace back in 2016. They had a really stable book of business, a good customer service reputation, but needed better tech. And that's what I brought to the table. And so, it's a very abbreviated version, but my history has always been in government and technology in particular. I just built a passion for it and haven't stopped.
So talk about these sales cycles too. I mean, I'm sure when you're working with governments, because it's not just making sure the tech works, internally. Now you also have to think about, cybersecurity, make sure everything is extremely secure can secure, So I mean, all kidding aside, I mean, what's that process like working with governments and selling them this kind of software?
Well, first things first is that government does not have a lot of offerings. The majority of the vendors out there, it's a very consolidated space. We go up against multi-billion-dollar companies, but really the majority of the vendors out there are still selling solutions that are built 15, 20, 25 years ago sometimes. I know because I used to work for a competing company, and we go head to head against them and we beat them. And what it really comes down to is that government is looking for something that's gonna, at the end of the day, make their lives easier. But here's the thing, it's not just about what makes their lives easier in the moment, it's what's going to grow with them. We have a very big mantra that we tell our customers, and we mean very, very seriously, is that we believe software should bend to the way that you do business and not the other way around. So many times we walk into government agencies that are converting from a legacy platform, whether it's homegrown or another vendor. And what we're seeing is that we ask them, why are you doing your business process that way? Well, the software kind of just forced us to do it. And so what we are really focused on is just helping them reduce the clicks, reduce the cycles, automate some of the workflow. Software is meant to automate things, right? And so that is really in a nutshell. And we can get into security and all of those things, Robert. But safe to say that we take security very seriously. Government takes securing their data very, very seriously. And there's nothing that we take more seriously on the back end, but we're very, very proactive and mitigating against risks and threats. We've never had any sort of breach or anything like that. And so, not going to go on that rabbit trail too far, but safe to say that cybersecurity is one of those things that's top billing for us in terms of priority.
Absolutely. I have to ask, is there a name change in the future? Because when I first started looking at HealthSpace, I'm like, okay, this is going to be like probably some tech for healthcare. And, you do dabble in that a little bit, but I think a name change is necessary at some point here.
It's funny that you say that, just kind of tongue in cheek. I'm at a conference right now in person, actually. And, I did 14 pitches yesterday, and 11 of the 14, I had to sit there and say, sorry, we're not healthcare. So that being said, most of our products, like our branding is not HealthSpace in terms of our product. We have HS Cloud, HS Pay, much more just easy pedestrian terms that are easy to remember, that don't pigeonhole us into health. So I won't say that a name change is coming, but it's definitely not, it's not off the table for sure.
Oh no, I'll be honest. When you first signed up for the event, I hadn't heard of the company before. I was like, oh, okay, healthcare tech, I think. Okay, interest. So and then hearing your description and doing a little search afterwards, I'm like, the name change would be benefit them so much.
Potentially fruitful. At least it would help me not to have to explain things for the first 60 seconds in a pitch that we're not a healthcare company. So.
Yeah, right. Good stuff. Well, before I let you go here today, because I know you're busy, you're at an event, I want you to get out there, continue to mingle. It's a beautiful thing. Love it. From what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now going into 2022?
So with the governmental market where it sits right now, COVID, obviously it wrecked the world. But the agencies that we serve, a lot of health agencies, so that's where the health and health-based comes from, is that we work with health departments, those who mitigate against like foodborne illness and food safety, all the way down to, swimming pools and those type of things. But at the end of the day, we have seen a massive paradigm shift in two ways. Government is now fully demanding cloud solutions, and we're one of the only ones in the market. Two is that there's a lot of federal funding. The FDA just released a massive $40 million grant vehicle that is essentially made for small to mid-sized county health departments to go out and procure software for food safety. Essentially, they're paying for them to go buy us. So there's a lot of sales catalysts that exist out there just with the growing demand and need. Our sales pipeline is at 25 million in visibility. So we just believe that 2022 is just going to be a strong sales year, just continued growth. The other one that is really exciting that I personally am very excited about is on October 30th, we went live with our HS Pay application. And for any background, not knowing what that is, it's our fintech solution to streamline the intake of governmental revenue. What does that mean? More specifically, it's an online and mobile payment solution that allows citizens to go and pay the government. Most of our customers, government agencies, they're collecting their revenue via paper check. And we just went live with that, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. And that is going to start kicking into revenue. And it's over and above, because we're a SaaS company. This fintech revenue is going to be new. It's going to be accretive, and it's going to grow aggressively, we believe. So HS Pay is one of those catalysts that's going to really help kick off a lot of cash flow and additional revenue growth, especially as we go into 2022.
So Silas, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on HealthSpace, soon to be renamed something completely not having to do with health in the name?
So our website is gethealthspace.com. That's GET healthspace.com. You can find everything there. We've got an investor tab and learn more about our products and what we do to really help government. Again, that's our focus. That's our passion. And there's a great business and a lot of revenue to be had out there for that.
Very cool. All right. Well, Silas, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
Awesome. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.